It is 8:41, and as restrictions start to lift here in Indiana, still got to practice social distancing. Well, there's an app now available to help with that, and it comes from a local company. Joining me from Brownsburg is the co-founder of QSaver, Michael Dowden. Michael, thanks for being with us here.
Thank you very much.
An entrepreneur and inventor here. Tell us how you came up with this, and what do we need to know about how it works?
Absolutely. The concept is really simple. We knew that businesses are going to be opening up and there's still a lot of social distancing concerns to manage. And so we wanted to try to do something with our software team to try to make a difference and help with that. We want to help local businesses successfully open back up and manage maximum occupancy, manage their queues and lines outside the store, and even manage things like curbside pickup.
Okay, so tell me how it works. Are you using other people's phones? How are you tracking folks?
Sure, totally. So what'll happen is when somebody shows up at your shop or your place of business, they're able to use their own cell phone to jump in a line digitally so that they don't have to be in a physical line. And the app will automatically notify them when it is their turn based upon criteria that you set within your business.
Okay, so does that mean you need, for this to be most effective, does everybody who's shopping need to have this app, or is there some other way?
There is nothing to download. It is a web-based application, which means they can simply go to a website or scan a QR code at your shop. And quite frankly, if there's a small enough number of people, you can actually manage it yourself. They don't even need to do anything. As many staff members as you want within your location can be tracking people in and out of the store to make sure that you maintain the appropriate number of people within the shop.
So is this an app that is helping you figure out, all right, I'm concerned about being around other people. This will keep me safe, but it also helps you schedule and make the most of your time, because if you can only get 50% of people into a shop, you may have to be waiting a while.
Correct. And so what will happen is when you set a limit to how many people are allowed in your shop and you hit that number, everybody else can jump in this digital queue and they'll know how many people are in line ahead of them, so they can make a decision about whether or not they want to wait. And as soon as somebody exits the store, then the next person gets approved to come on in.
I know nothing about app development. Are you like one of the first to sort of come to the market with this, or are there others that are in the marketplace, and it's like who can slug it out to be the winner here?
Sure. Well, there's a lot of existing type of queue management solutions out there. I would say that this is the first one to come to market specifically to address the concerns of 2020, the things that have been happening recently, to try to help small businesses in particular.
Okay, so it's not an app that you have to download. So how do you access it?
Simply go to QSaver.com, and it's free to sign up as a business. And once you've signed up, you can create your location, you can set up your own parameters around that business, and you can start using it. There's a tool to allow you to print signs if you'd like to put those on the outside of your business so that people know how to jump into the digital queue. You can post that information on your Facebook page or your website so that everyone knows how to get into that digital queue.
Okay, so we're all just going to have to remember how to spell Q. Q-U-E.
Q-U-E-E.
Got it. Hey, thank you and congratulations, and appreciate you taking time to share that information with us.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a good one, and fox59.com will be your resource. You can check it out at fox59.com if you want to download, or not download, but access QSaver. 8:45, got to send things over to Jim to talk